afternoon. It's around like 4:18 right now, and I am just getting into the studio. I've not been feeling the best, but I feel creative today, so I'm gonna do something with all these pieces that I have just out of the kiln. I sponged all of them down yesterday to get rid of the extra clay dust that's on them so that the glaze will stick better on them. So they are ready to be painted, and I want to show you guys the two experimental test pieces also just out of the kiln. So this is one of the experimental pieces that came out of the firing. This was like a test to see how the colors would look. As you can see, some colors are more streaky than others, but I kind of like this whole watercolor effect. It gives you a very handmade sort of feel, which I love. Makes the narrative even more endearing to me. Here's my little stamp. This is the other one that was made. This is without the clear coat. This one had clear coat over it, so you can see it's a bit more glossy. Whereas this one's a bit more matte. I'll bring it a little closer so you can have a look. I feel I would use this technique for some of the pieces, like some vases and whatnot. The colors are really popping, I love it. Okay, so here is the plan. The plan would be for two of these bowls to be painted with a design with waves and orange fishes in each wave. And then these two bowls over here design some sort of mandala pattern on it. And then these two bowls over here will have corals. That would look like this picture. These corals over here, and then these two bowls over here, I will be painting the leaves and sun design, which I did on this vase right here. And then this slim neck vase, I'll paint a snake design. If you're familiar with my Instagram, I've done a few snake themed pieces before, and I'm going to paint one of them on this one. And then this white rim vase or flared out rim vase, I'm going to paint the same coral like design. Okay, because I have done the coral pieces before, I feel like this will be the easiest one to just warm myself up to the creative process. So that's what I'm going to start with. There we go. Sorry, it's a little smudgy because voila, it's all on my hand. Two sisters are done. So corals is done. Let's tick that off. We're doing waves and fishes next. Something cute, minimalistic. Now we can check it off this list. Beep. So this is what I have on my drying rack right now. Over here we have these three sisters, three vases, and over here we have three different shapes. These two most likely will be vases, but this one might end up being a cup. We shall see. Ta-da! So I'm gonna take away this bowl and these 3 pieces. So I'm just gonna be focusing on those pieces for the first batch of pottery that I'll be painting and firing and posting on my Etsy shop. So let's begin painting. So this is what I have so far. It is currently 1:09 a.m. and I'm gonna call it a day because my tailbone hurts like hell. I'm sleepy, guys. 3 layers of medium blue. And yeah, tomorrow I will paint the coral itself with the glaze called light red. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Okay, so today's a gloomy Sunday, which is fine. We're gonna spend the day in the studio and continue painting and finishing off as many of these pieces as possible. We shall see. Anyway, I'm gonna continue with this piece. 3 layers, let's go. Layer number 1. So everything is handmade. So I can never recreate a piece exactly as I had done before. So if you do buy any of my pieces, you're basically getting a fingerprint edition because I can't remake something to the exact proportions. It is now 12:05. I started around 11 something, can't remember. See how much I can accomplish today. I slept at maybe about 2 a.m. yesterday, and then I woke up at around 9 a.m. today and did some housework like dishes, laundry, walk my buddy boy Alfred, walk the dog, feed him, and did some other stuff I can't remember anymore. And that's how I started my day. Ate lunch, which I had rice and lady's fingers. Lady's fingers, I cooked it with like a garlic chili paste, which is divine. Dinner, most likely I'll have the same thing. Sorry, my back hurts. First layer of the first coral is done. 2 more layers for this one. This is the process for handmade items. Like, we take a lot of care, a lot of effort, and it's like intentional effort, you know. It's not like a robot is making your pieces. There's a lot of care and thought and good manifestations, positive manifestations into a piece. There's a lot of soul involved when a person creates something. I started at around 11 a.m. and now it's about 12:35 and I'm not even done with the first layer on the corals. For me, it's very relaxing. It's just that I have I don't know what you want to call it, condition where if I sit for too long, I will break out in hives. I think you call it like pressure sensitivity or whatever. Yeah, so I will sit for maybe 30 minutes at a time, and then I'll get up and walk and do other things. So it's great that I have that painting project going on simultaneously with this one, just so I can, you know, stand and paint for a bit, then sit back down, paint a bit, then go back there, like that, so I won't break out into hives from sitting too long. When I'm painting, I'm generally so focused on my work that sometimes I forget my anxiety, but if I'm doing anything else, my anxiety tends to be, especially if I'm going through something difficult, which I am, not just one, but a few different difficult things in life right now. Trying to find that quiet and that peace has been difficult. So I've been I've been looking forward to this, having all my pieces out from the kiln and being able to paint them. I've been looking forward to it just because they help me, give me some sense of stability. Yeah, I tell you, art saved my life, is still saving my life. It's making life feel more calm, sometimes bearable, sometimes phenomenal. Depends on the day. Okay, so I want to let this properly dry for a little bit. So while I set this aside, I'm gonna attempt another one. I'm gonna go with this simple one because it's so cute. I'm gonna do this one. Okay. I've mixed baby blue with medium blue, and I'm gonna paint this all over the inside. Voila. First layer done. I'm thinking to make these two bowls a little different, I'm gonna change the layering. Instead of the lighter one on the inside, I'm gonna paint the darker color on the first layer and the inside, which would be electric blue. That's enough sitting for a little bit. My back hurts, my bum hurts, and I don't want to get hives. So I'm gonna take a break from the pottery painting and switch over to this side. So I have been adding layers and layers to try and make some of these sections a bit more opaque than others. So that's what I've been doing, and I am going to continue to do. Dry and add another layer on another canvas. So you can see the ultramarine blues are still really streaky, doesn't look good. So I want to add a few more layers of that and a few others. But ultramarine blue first. Oh, my back, my arms, everything hurts. The only thing I miss about being younger is how I can do all this without my body aching. Now, just doing a little bit, bending a little, moving too fast, all that would cause aches and pains for days. We're at the next panel. Now that these 3 canvases have layers drying, I'm gonna go back to my pottery painting. The inspiration behind this design is just like an ode to childhood, because I loved drawing like underwater themed stuff when I was young, fishes especially. And growing up, that's also like the only pet that we were allowed to have, fishes. So I just wanted to do something simple, minimalistic, like imbued with childlike innocence. And this art just serves as like a reminder that life doesn't have to be that complicated. We can simplify things. Time check, it is almost 2 p.m. Look at all the glaze crumbs. All the crumbs. Okay, I can feel myself getting tired and making mistakes, and I don't want to do that, because if you make a mistake with glaze, there's no shortcut. You basically have to wash everything off and start all over again, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna take a break, make my braised pork with eggs and stir-fried cabbage for the week. And then I might chill a little bit and come back to this later on in the night. We shall see. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.